All right, well, today we're talking about The Relic, film from 1997, starring Tom Sizemore, Penelope Ann Miller,
Where'd she go? She gone done disappeared.
but not really so much a Halloween film as such, but definitely a monster movie, and a lot of shades of Alien in it, a lot of shades of Predator, things like that. But
It even had the from the Thing.
Yeah, very much like The Thing, even. But in its own thing, it has its own story, has its own.
It was an original piece of work that we both think would not be shot or made today in this repetitive Pete and repeat climate.
Yeah, in the current trend in the entertainment industry these days, where everything has just got to be a rehash of something else, or based on something else, or
A prequel.
if nothing else, called something else, even if it's not got anything to do with it, something familiar, because they're just afraid of doing anything new and original because they're afraid nobody will come.
Wow, that sounds just like the other movie, The Dunwich Horror.
Yeah,
They took a name and slapped something else together on it
yeah,
and got butts in the seats.
yep. And no, it was. Besides being similar to the Alien, Predator, or
Thing.
The Thing, and those kind of films,
As a suspenseful horror, not...
it had its own original story. It was very, like, sci-fi thriller-ish.
And cerebral, you had to think about it.
Yeah, no, very scientific. They had, like, all kinds of scientific jargon, and it was very intelligent. It wasn't just, mindless.
Sonar in space and shit like that.
Right. And it was suspenseful, and it did have some pretty decent
Gore.
and that. Stan Winston did all the gore effects for it, and at the time, 97, it was very graphic that way too.
And I guess went up against Mimic in that season.
Around that time,
Yeah, and was it similar stories? But I think I saw the Mimic and I was like, this is garbage.
No, Mimic was decent too. I saw Mimic, and it was about insects that had evolved to the point where they could mimic humans. They were like
Gross.
6 foot tall roaches, basically, is what they were.
Wow, that's racist.
No, it's not. It's what they were. Jesus.
Hey, I saw District 9.
God damn.
So going... I
6 foot tall roaches is racist. Whatever, man.
Anyway, so going back to the monster type movie, it did very much how
But no, it
Creature
was
from
very
the...
alienish. The thing is that Tom had an issue with, and I didn't so much, but there was not really a big payoff at the end with a good, full, like, clear view of the creature itself.
The only thing we get is a CG flames.
We got enough of it to get a good idea what it looked like, but he wanted the big payoff at the end.
I wanted the full spread. Yeah.
And then...
and it's because I had to go to online, McFarlane Toys, and they had done the movie Monsters, and they had done a version of it.
Right.
And it was very disappointing. So it had a potential to be something really cool, probably more cool in my mind or they just couldn't do it. They just couldn't do it with practical effects.
You just said it. It was cooler in your mind than it would have been if they showed you the whole thing.
But this is also like...
And that takes away the fear and the mystique of the creature.
But this is also like in Next Generation, Season 7, Genesis, where they barely show the creature Worf turns into, where I wanted to see... It looked like a battle ram or something. It was just very, like, armadillo-ish sort of thing. But a Klingon armadillo. So that would have been neat to see. But anyway, it does this thing like Creature from the Black Lagoon did, where you kind of teased at what it was, but in Creature from the Black Lagoon, they finally show it at the end of the movie in all its glory, and then fouled it up in the second one by showing the creature too many times. So,
Well, the cat was out of the bag. You'd seen it, so they might as well show it through the whole movie, whatever.
Right? But then I think that kind of ruined it.
It did kind of weaken it.
Yeah. So there's a
It's
fine
almost
line.
exploiting that
Yes.
costume design.
Yes. So there's a fine line. I just would have liked to have seen it, just to even a drawing, even an ancient drawing. The best we got was a busted idol of the face. Yeah.
If nothing else, maybe like a production design
Sketch or something.
sketch of it in the end credits or something.
Yeah.
But whatever.
C'est la vie.
I'm not as hung up on that as Tom is.
I wasn't hung up on it. It's just something I would like. A preference. So.
But no, it was very suspenseful, very engaging. I liked it.
You had to pay attention. You couldn't just walk around the house cleaning while you had this on. It sucked
No, you
in.
have to sit down and watch it without distractions, or you get lost. It's one of those. But it's worth it to pay attention to it because it's worth sitting through. It's good. It's a good film.
And Mrs. Roper, best line in the movie.
And Mrs.
We're not
Roper,
we're not gonna spoil it. You got to see it.
Best line in the movie. Audra Lindley from Three's Company, Mrs. Roper, has a guest starring little role as the medical examiner, and she is great. It's worth it just for her.
Right?
Really,
It is. Because as soon as I saw that, I'm like, all right, well, that's.
No, she was great.
If that was all that I got out of
And
the
she
movie.
does have the best line in the movie. So, watch it for yourself. We're not going to spoil it. And if you've seen it, let us know what you think of it. Chime in.
Please. Or tell us we're nuts, that the Mimic's better because it's got Mira Sorvino. Or, this is better. Let us know. Like, share, and subscribe.